Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, where we're finally going to be driving and taking a deep dive into the 2018 Ford F-150 pre-runner Deberti Design. Now, the reason why this video took a little while was because of multiple reasons. One, there were schedule complications and plane delays getting home and all that sort of crazy stuff. And two, my Elgato HD60S was not transmitting sound onto my TV for some reason, and then literally all I had to do was, because I always use OBS, and then I had no sound at all, and then I opened Game Capture HD, and then closed it again, and then reopened OBS, and then I had sound. So, for whatever reason, that was the issue that I had been chasing around, like, over and over and over and over, and I had been trying a million different things, and none of them worked until I did that. So, anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this truck, and I'm going to show you guys how you can build this thing up to nearly 1,900 horsepower. And now, I know there's going to be people in the comments that are going to be like, it's not 1,900 horsepower! It is close enough to be able to round it up, kind of, sort of. So we're going to go ahead and, first of all, dive into the truck itself. But firstly, the stock engine, you can't really build it up too much. I mean, you could put the race twin turbos on it, which takes it from 800 horsepower and 800 foot-pounds of torque to 931 horsepower and 931 foot-pounds of torque, which is a heck of a lot of power for A-Class. Put in the race oil and cooling, and then the race flywheel. You're sitting at 944 horsepower and 944 foot-pounds of torque. So it's a very, very, very even power band across the board. Now, we're not going to leave it at that, though. We are going to drop in the 7.2-liter V8, and then we're going to hook twin turbos up to it. Now, if you're unaware of how to do, if you're unaware of that particular engine swap, it's available on a few different cars. And if you want to build something absolutely crazy, that's the one to go for. Because as you can see, with just putting the twin turbos on it, we're already up to, if it would switch, 1,689 horsepower and 1,245 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot. Now, heading back to the engine customization, all you can do is upgrade the turbos. That's it. And by upgrading the turbos, you get to 1,876 horsepower, which is, I believe, only 24 horsepower away. Yeah, 24 horsepower away from 1,900. So I feel like it's kind of close enough to round up. Now, with all that being said, we're going to throw the widest tires we can fit, which are 365s, front and rear. We're going to leave these wheels because I actually really like these wheels. I think they look really good on the truck. And then, let's see, tire compound. We cannot, we cannot change it, unfortunately. Normally I would, but I'm like, I'm kind of in this in-between about it. Do I want to put the bumper on? Probably not, actually. Probably not. And then, like, side skirt doesn't really do much of anything. Oh, I see. It gives us mud flaps, which are supposedly giving us a drag reduction. I mean, I guess it would give us a drag reduction, technically. So, I'll go ahead and put them on. I don't see it hurting the truck at all. But, at the same time, it looks like crap, so I'm going to take it off. It looks like crap. I'm going to take it off, and it's probably not going to make that big of a difference either way. Now, we gotta focus for a second on the other part of this build, and that is the all-wheel drive conversion, because normally I wouldn't do an all-wheel drive conversion on just, like, any off-roader, because I'm like, do I want to do that? Do I not want to do that? Because a lot of people, like, they see all-wheel drive conversion, and they're like, I don't like the build anymore. And the reason why I'm having to do it is because this thing's got almost 1,900 horsepower now. I mean, you would be just spinning up the rear tires to no end if you tried to take this thing anywhere off-road with that much power and, like, ease into the throttle. You wouldn't be able to use the power. You just straight up would not be able to use the power. Race brakes, I'm not putting the front sway bar on, and race weight reduction brings us down by over 900 pounds, which is a lot. So 6,000 pounds, nearly 1,900 horsepower, and nearly 1,400 foot-pounds of torque. So that's all done. All of that stuff is all done. So now we're going to go drive it. We're going to go see what it's like, and we're also going to take it off-roading to see what its hill climbing abilities are like. Because with that much power and an all-wheel drive system, I think it should be able to do pretty dang good. So I think I'm going to throw, I'm going to throw a quick tune on it. I'm going to actually drop the tire pressures down to try to get as much footprint as I can. Gearing I'm going to leave alone for now, and the camber I think I might dial out. I'll leave it at half a degree where it's been. And then I think I may... rear's all the way soft. Front doesn't even have one. That's soft. Diff is... diff, like, I'm going to move the diff to, like, 55%. And then the rear, I'm going to move the acceleration to 100. Front, I'm going to move the acceleration to 100 because, again, I'm going to be using this thing to climb hills. If I want to use it for other stuff, I'll end up changing the tune anyway. So, real quick, I do want to see if there are any good designs out there for it, because if there are, then I might actually throw one on it, but we'll see what they look like, because this truck's been out for a couple of days now. So, let's see, glitch gray. I don't know what glitch that's supposed to be. An anime design down there. That one's yeah, it's going to be like your Ken Block, Monster Energy. Got Fox, we've got we got Border Patrol, Fiberworks, Minnesota State Trooper. That's brilliant. NOS F150, USA Flag Monster. That thing, that guy has done, or there have been like multiple people I think that may have done that style of design for multiple different trucks. I kind of like this Fiberworks one. I actually kind of dig it. Let me download it and see what it looks like, because it looks like really raw. Looks really raw and like kind of like they threw it together, but not that necessarily threw it together as in the sense of like the paint looks bad, but like the visual aesthetic is one of being like, you know, just thrown together so we can take it out in the desert and just, you know, beat on it. So it actually looks kind of cool. I dig like the blue with the orange accents and then the white. I actually really dig it, and I'm totally down to take it out in the wilderness and play with it. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and do just that. So, let's take it out and see what it's like to drive this thing. Right, so we've come to one of my favorite hill climbing spots on the map. So, let's see what this thing drives like first before we go nuts with it. Holy crap, it's very fast for a truck. It's a little too fast for a truck. Let's see what it does going up like these rocks. It's not really what it was built for, but, well, no, you know what? Forget about the rocks for now. Wow. Okay, it's like stalling out on me, probably because the power's all up top. There's definitely a big split between power and torque in this thing. All right. So we're going to move you back down here, let it roll back. And we are going to do a boosted launch up the hill. Oh, crap. I did not mean to select reverse. All right, come on. One more time. Well, I guess it's spooling. I kept trying to, like, tap the A button to bring up the revs. Oh, there we go. What? No. All right, we're going to do the other launch. Oh, it is freaking the game out. Oh, it does not know what to do. Oh, my God. This thing does not want to launch up this hill. Are you serious? Had to pop the clutch a couple times to get it to do it. Dude, oh my God. This thing's got 1,900 horsepower, but it does not want to do what we just asked it to do. Does not want to do it at all. It's almost like the power just comes on too high up in the revs. Come on, come on. No, okay. You know what? Different hill. Different hill. There's a couple hills over here. We'll see what it can do with those. But wow, that's really surprising. Most of the, like, you know, basic rigs can climb that hill. You know what? It's probably a gearing problem, because if we want this thing to be a hill climb truck, we're going to have to re-gear it a lot. Because the gearing, oh yeah. We're going to have no top speed, but we're going to put a 610 final drive in it. Now it should climb anything. All right, let's get this thing back over here and see what it'll do going up at this time, because, yeah, if it won't climb it now, there's something really wrong. Nope. second gear launch, maybe? But I feel like it might bog out if I do that. If I launch it in second, it might bog out. I don't know, though. If I launch it in second, it might bog out. We'll find out. It didn't bog out, but it doesn't even have... Wow, it does not have it in it. It might have, like, just too much wheel speed when it starts to get going and not enough, like, grip to keep up with the wheel speed, you know? But then again, usually for, like, off-roading in Forza, they like you to have wheel speed. Like, wheel speed is usually the king of getting up hills in this game, so... Oh my god, it is still bogging. See, the lack of torque is fighting the amount of grip it has. I have never seen another vehicle do that. See where the wheels will just kind of like chop, chop, chop at the ground like that? Wow, that's so odd. I just want to get it to the top of the hill. Originally, I was like, oh yeah, it'll go up so quick, like no need to worry about it, but man, this has been tough. Definitely been one of the toughest trucks to get up the hill in a long time. So, with that being said, approach number 2, speed and power. Come on, speed and power should win. Wow, not even that much speed. And that was a fair amount of speed. Like, that run-up would get just about anything else up there. Just about anything else with four-wheel drive. All right, you, come on. Is there not a, okay, it should be able to jump through that if I hit it at the right angle. Not with those stairs there. God, this is way too difficult now. Like, way more difficult than it has any business being. Because normally, anything else would have gotten up the top of the hill by now. And then you lose so much speed right there that it gives up. Alright, I've got one more idea. It might be ridiculous, but it might be just ridiculous enough to work. Oh! Wow, not even that. Not even that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to the off-road park because I feel like it would be so much better there. I feel like this thing is just better for messing around at the off-road park than it is for, like, climbing hills. I mean, we may have to take some gearing out of it, but even if we have to take some gearing out of it, that's not really a big enough deal that it would be, like, a problem. All right, let's see what you're like here with all this power. See, it likes this. Kind of. It likes it, kind of. You really have to keep it up in the revs. Like, this engine does not like to be low down in the rev range. Yeah, if you keep the revs low on this truck, well, with this engine anyway, if you keep the revs low, it will hate you. It will hate you and not do what you want at all. Come on. Oh, it loves the jumps, though. I don't think I've ever seen anything in this game with this much power bogged down so bad if you don't keep the revs where it wants you to. Honestly, it bogs down so incredibly bad if you don't keep the revs where it wants you to. Now, I'm going to finish off this test with a jump, I think, and then after that, we will be done with the test. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this swap. I might, in the future, like, just build another one of these and leave the factory engine, well, factory, leave the setup that it comes with in it, because it may just be better suited to the truck with, like, you know, the horsepower and the torque being even like they are. That wasn't bad, though. 507. Probably not going to be a PB or anything, but still, it's a really fun truck, yes, but it's, I don't know how I feel about it is the thing. It definitely with this engine swap would need to be used for a very specific purpose, and hill climbing is not that purpose. But if you guys did enjoy this video about the customization aspects of this particular truck, then make sure to leave me a like. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later.